um, Yet another weekly review video where we try to recap or review what you have done this week and what you have done in addition to doing these exercises. So this week we have been mainly focusing on negation, uh, and I think we have done about 5 videos on negation. Trying to focus on one rule at a time. So that's what we've been doing, and in addition to that, I've been going through or reading news in Espanol, seen in Espanol. So the reason is to improve your vocabulary, right? Because vocabulary is really important, not only in terms of reading, but also in terms of listening and speaking. Because once your vocabulary improves, you can find words that you have heard of, right? And then you can, like, based on the context, try to get the meaning of what a person is saying, and it is also going to improve your speech. This is a good way to improve one's vocabulary. So for instance, let's take a look. Let's try to find a headline that we can, like, go through. Alright, so let's take a look at this. So, peligra el futuro del fútbol colombiano femenino. Okay, so now that you've read this headline, let's try to decipher the meaning of this, right? So, peligra el futuro. So, futuro means future, the future. Futuro is like a masculine word, and that's why we're using el with that, right? So, el futuro del fútbol. Football is obviously football, soccer, right? Colombiano is Colombian, right? Femenino could be feminine. So, peligra el futuro del fútbol colombiano femenino. Peligra. So, what is peligra? I'm not sure what is peligra, so let's find out. Right? So, Google translates Spanish to English translation. So, peligra is danger.
Peligra.
Okay. So, danger is the future of female or women's football is in danger. Colombian women's football is in danger. That's, I think, what the headline says, and we can confirm that or validate that by checking this, right? The future of Colombian women's soccer is in danger.
Peligra el futuro de fútbol colombiano femenino.
Alright, so that is good exercise to do, whenever I get time, maybe every day, every other day. So, not only you get to know the news, but you're also improving your vocabulary, right? So, and again, in addition to this, what I've started doing over the past week or so is trying to speak to myself in Spanish. So I'm trying to make an effort to improve my Spanish communication skills, right? Speech. So, and we've talked about listening, like you can watch TV shows. If you go back previous review videos we have listed shows that you could watch. Currently I'm watching I finished Elite on Netflix, and now I'm watching Control Z. So but the thing is, I'm also looking to improve my speech. So so the vocabulary is helpful, right? So if you do it every other day or every day, uh, um, vocabulary is helpful in terms of communication. And the thing is, just try to speak to yourself in Spanish. Like, think about, like, start como estás, right? And then, because even if you're talking to a real person, and when you're going to answer questions or talk about yourself, you need to know. I mean, basically, the point I'm trying to make is that the only way you can communicate is to know yourself, right? I mean, to describe what you do, what are your hobbies, right? Think about it and try to put it out in words, right? You might make mistakes, right? You might not know the word. Like, if you're thinking about it from English to Spanish, might not know what is that Spanish word, and use Google Translate, right? That's how you can, like, form sentences. And that is a really good way to improve, and think about, getting into the mindset of speaking, right? So uh, that is something that I'm making a concerted effort on. And obviously there are a lot of YouTube channels out there that talk about, there is this, all right, let's see. Okay, so Mike Ben is I mean, he's really good. So I mean, he also started from scratch, and within a year he's able to speak, and now he's doing interviews with people, and it's a good exercise to, like, listen and uh, get to know the vocabulary. So yeah, so I think that is it for this week. In the next video, we're going to continue our discussion on negation. So until then, see you next time.